Hey guys, I'm Miss Ryne,
And I'm Miss Lexi.
and welcome to our patch session. We're from Ripley, West Virginia, and today we have a story we're going to read you guys, and we have an awesome activity to do. But first, Miss Lexi, I have a joke.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
Where do pirates like to eat?
Where do pirates like to eat?
Arby's. Arby's. All right.
Okay, so our book today is Ira Sleeps Over by Bernard Weber. I was invited to sleep at Reggie's house. Was I happy? I had never slept at a friend's house before. But I had a problem. It began when my sister said, "Are you taking your teddy bear along?" "Taking my teddy bear along," I said. "To my friend's house. Are you kidding? That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Of course I'm not taking my teddy bear." And then she said, "But you never slept without your teddy bear before. How will you feel sleeping without your teddy bear for the very first time? "I'll feel fine. I'll feel great. I will probably love sleeping without my teddy bear. Just don't worry about it," I said. "Who's worried?" she said. But now she had me thinking about it. Now she really had me thinking about it. I began to wonder. Suppose I won't like sleeping without my teddy bear. Suppose I just hate sleeping without my teddy bear. Should I take him? "Take him," said my mother. "Take him," said my father. "But Reggie will laugh," I said. "He'll say I'm a baby." "He won't laugh," said my mother. "He won't laugh," said my father. "He'll laugh," said my sister. I decided not to take my teddy bear. That afternoon, I played with Reggie. Reggie had plans, big plans. "Tonight," he said, "when you come to my house, we are going to have fun, fun, fun. First, I'll show you my junk collection. And after that, we'll have a wrestling match. And after that, a pillow fight. And after that, we'll do magic tricks. And after that, we'll play checkers. And after that, we'll play dominoes. And after that, we can fool around with my magnifying glass." "Great," I said. "I can hardly wait." "By the way," I asked, "what do you think of teddy bears?" But Reggie just went on talking and planning, as if he had never heard of teddy bears. "And after that," he said, "do you know what we can do after that? I mean, when the lights are out and the house is really dark, guess what we can do?" "What?" I asked. "We can tell ghost stories." "Ghost stories," I said. "Ghost stories," said Reggie. "Scary, creepy, spooky ghost stories." I began to think about my teddy bear. "Does your house get very dark?" I asked. "Uh-huh," said Reggie. "Very, very dark?" "Uh-huh," said Reggie. "By the way," I said again, "what do you think of teddy bears?" Suddenly, Reggie was in a big hurry to go someplace. "See you tonight," he said.
"See you,"
I said. I decided to take my teddy bear. "Good," said Mother. "Good," said Father. But my sister said, "What if Reggie wants to know your teddy bear's name? Did you think about that? And did you think about how he will laugh and say, 'Ta-Ta is a silly baby name, even for a teddy bear?'" "He won't ask," I said. "He'll ask," she said. I decided not to take my teddy bear. At last, it was time to go to Reggie's house. "Good night," said my mother. "Good night," said my father. "Sleep tight," said my sister. I went next door, where Reggie lived. That night, Reggie showed me his junk. He showed me his flashlight, his collection of bottle caps, a chain made of chewing gum wrappers, some picture postcards, an egg timer, jumbo goggles, a false nose and mustache, and a bunch of old rubber stamps and labels from his father's office. We decided to play office with the rubber stamps. After that, we had a wrestling match. And after that, we had a pillow fight. And after that, Reggie's father said, "Bedtime." "Already?" said Reggie. "Already," said his father. We got into bed. "Good night," said Reggie's father. "Good night," we said. Reggie sighed. I sighed. "We can still tell ghost stories," said Reggie. "Do you know any?" I asked. "Uh-huh," said Reggie. Reggie began to tell a ghost story. Once, there was this ghost, and he lived in a haunted house. Only he did most of the haunting himself. This house was empty except for this ghost, because nobody wanted to go near this house. They were so afraid of this ghost. And every night this ghost would walk around this house and make all kinds of clunky, creaky sounds. A-roomp, a-roomp, like that. And he would go around looking for people to scare, because that's what he liked to do most. Scare people. And he was very scary to look at. Oh, was he scary to look at. Reggie stopped. "Are you scared?" he asked. "Uh-huh," I said. "Are you?" "What?" said Reggie. "Are you scared?" "Just a minute," said Reggie. "I have to go get something." "What do you have to get?" I asked. "Oh, something," said Reggie. Reggie pulled the something out of a drawer. The room was dark, but I could see it had fuzzy arms and legs and was about the size of a teddy bear. I looked again. It was a teddy bear. Reggie got back into bed. "Now about this ghost," he said. "Is that your teddy bear?" I asked. "What?" said Reggie. "Is that your teddy bear?" "You mean this teddy bear?" "The one you're holding," I said. "Uh-huh," Reggie answered. "Do you sleep with him all of the time?" "What?" said Reggie. Do you sleep with him all of the time? Uh-huh. Does your teddy bear have a name? Does your teddy bear have a name? I said louder. Uh-huh, Reggie answered. What is it? You won't laugh? Said Reggie. No, I won't laugh, I said. Promise? I promise. It's Foo-Foo. Did you say Foo-Foo? Uh-huh, said Reggie. Just a minute, I said. I have to get something. What do you have to get? Reggie asked. Oh, something, I answered. The next minute, I was ringing my own doorbell. The door opened. Ira, everyone said. What are you doing here? I changed my mind, I answered. You what? Said my mother. You what? Said my father. You what? Said my sister. She was still up. I changed my mind. I said, I decided to take Tata after all. I went upstairs. Soon I was down again with Tata. My sister said, Reggie will laugh. You'll see how he'll laugh. He's just going to fall down laughing. He won't laugh, said my mother. He won't laugh, said my father. He won't laugh, I said. I came back to Reggie's room. I have a teddy bear too, I said. Do you want to know his name? I waited for Reggie to say, uh-huh, but Reggie didn't say, uh-huh. Reggie didn't say anything. I looked at Reggie. He was fast asleep. Just like that, he had fallen asleep. Reggie, wake up, I said. You have to finish telling the ghost story. But Reggie just held his teddy bear closer and went right on sleeping. And after that, well, there wasn't anything to do after that. Good night, I whispered to Tata, and I fell asleep too. The end.
That was a cute little story.
It was a cute story.
Ira and Reggie and their teddy bears.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of preschoolers that tell ghost stories and run and have their toys that they show each other.
Yep, they like to share their toys and share their fun stories from home.
I love hearing their stories.
I do too.
All right, moving on to our activity. We are going to write some secret hidden messages. And in order to do this activity, you need a white crayon, you need some watercolors and a paintbrush, and then some water.
A little cup of water.
And a piece of paper. So Miss Lexi has some examples she's going to show you that we already have completed.
This is our first example. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Our hidden message in there.
It says, hello, and
We miss you.
we miss you. The purple didn't work so well. The dark colors work really well.
They do work.
Here's another one, and it says, we miss you.
So,
And then we're going to do one together.
so we have our plain white paper.
We have our plain white paper, and Miss Ryne has already written our secret message on here. So we're going to see if we can see what she wrote. But to do this activity, you're going to take your crown, your white crown, and you need to draw whatever secret message you want to draw.
It can be a picture, it could be just words, maybe you want to write a secret message,
Secret
or
message.
you have a secret symbol or something you want to write.
symbols, your shapes.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
You got your water and your watercolors.
Okay, so to see what our message says, I'm going to get my watercolors wet. And then let's see. We can reveal what it says. Get lots of paint on there. Ooh. Use some green. I see one. I see a smiley face, Miss Ryan.
You found the smiley.
I found the smiley face. What else can I find? Ooh. Let's try black. Let's see what black does. Oh, it's purple.
It tricked you.
You did trick me. There we go. I see an R.
And it's easier to read when it's wet rather than when it dries.
It is much easier to read. You could make a card out of these.
Still fun to do.
You could create a whole secret code with your siblings, or if you're with cousins or whoever you're with.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it says roar.
Roar.
There we go. That was a good roar.
My secret message. And that's what, it's so fun because nobody ever uses their white crayon.
Mhm.
This is something you can use your white crayon for.
Nobody ever uses it.
White crayon, it's left behind. Nobody ever uses it. And this, you can write secret codes and messages. I love this activity.
I like this activity too, and it's easy to do at home. Ooh, it says I love you.
It does say I love you.
Perfect. So that's a fun little activity. I don't know if you can see it better, or if you can see it in this camera.
The smiley face. Roar. I love you. And a couple shapes in there too. So all you need for this is paper, a white crayon, watercolors, and a cup of water and a paintbrush. And also, if you do not have watercolors at home, I know Patch, somebody did a video on creating watercolors. So you can go and find that video, and it walks you through on how to make your own watercolors at home if you don't have any. But just a few little items around the house, and you can be creating all kinds of messages and stuff.
All right, guys, so go enjoy your secret messages and have lots of fun. Thanks for joining us. I'm Miss Lexi.
And I'm Miss Ryan. See you next time.